3/11/2024. We are recording this at 11:17 p.m. Y'all know the issue. I can't play music. Punch me the fuck in. I wanted to do three or four more. I want to do three quick topics, and then I want to get to what I'm trying to achieve on this podcast. Okay, real quick. Item number one is Bitcoin. Very simple. Try to quit smoking weed, right? I know. Try quit smoking weed and invest a $20 bag into Bitcoin. You could buy Bitcoin on Cash App. You could buy Bitcoin on Venmo. You could buy Bitcoin at what's it called? What is it called? What is the app that I have? Coin something. What the fuck is it called? Coinbase, right? So you could buy Bitcoin on Coinbase. You could buy Bitcoin on Venmo. You could buy Bitcoin on Cash App. Just buy $20. 20, 10, 5, $1, 50 cents, whatever you can. Just buy the fucking coin. Going on to point number two, TikTok. Top intel agency says China used TikTok to influence U.S. elections. Top intel agency says China used TikTok to influence elections. I thought Facebook did that. Guys, we're coming to the point where you're either a fucking idiot or you know what the fuck's going on. And that's just it. Follow the money. Who owns Facebook? Who owns Meta? Who owns YouTube? Follow out who those people are. Figure out where they're getting their lobbying money from and why they want to take down X and TikTok. You're either an idiot, a dummy, or a fucking asshole if you don't understand what this is about. I just wanted to say that real quick because, it's the name of the show is Chasing That High, and these are the big things that's going on in news. But this is the most important news. Most important news of the day is this. Our brothers over at EYL University. I try my best to listen to them every Monday. My girl doesn't like it because I usually come on when it's bedtime and I'm putting lotion on the kids and trying to get them into bed. And she hears Ian yelling and screaming, and she does not like that. But every Monday, I try my best to listen to the show. I think that these three gentlemen, well, not just these three, but everybody that's involved with the EYL ecosystem, I believe this is the new wave of Black culture. That's my personal opinion. I don't think hip hop is our culture. I don't think all the bullshit that we assume is our culture is our culture. I think this is it. This is it. The stats prove it. Investing with young Black kids has skyrocketed over all demographics. Black people are investing more. Black people are figuring out, okay, I need to get involved. It's not a coincidence that these guys are huge and Black people are investing. So they have a thing called Investfest. And it's usually held in Atlanta, blah, 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 blah. And they do a lot of things all over the place. They're in Ghana, they're in New York, they're in Miami, they're all over the place. Here is my spiel. Investfest needs to be in Boston. Boston needs an infusion of this type of intelligence coming from Black men. It needs an infusion. The city is changing. We have a lot of Black businesses here that Investfest would probably keep their doors open. I don't understand how Boston gets overlooked. I really don't. Like I said in my other podcast, I am not a Bostonian. I was born in England. My parents are Jamaican. I'm a Jamaican. That's what I am. I'm a Jamaican. I reside in Boston for the last 40 years, but I'm not a Bostonian. I have no bias for Boston at all. But from what I've seen over the last 40 years living here, the landscape of the city has shifted. There's a lot of cool black people here now. Before, Boston had what we called a brain freeze. Black people coming from all over the world. They get educated here. They're like, this place is white as fuck. And I want to get up. And I don't blame them. It's very hard for the last 40 years, if you're a black kid coming from anywhere in this country to Boston, to find an Afro pick, to find pantyhoses, to find food, to find anything that you could get your hands on in New York, DC, North Carolina. It has changed. My ex-girlfriend, who was a medical student, she hated Boston. She hated it. She's like, this is the whitest fucking place I've ever been to. I did not see how white Boston was because, like I said, I'm a Jamaican. We have a very affluent Caribbean culture here. Very affluent. So, and I don't have that many black American friends. And most people that are black American, the black culture that they rise to is Caribbean culture. Carnivals, the nightclubs, all of that, all the clubs downtown. You know, black people had to wear church shoes too. While white guys could wear sneakers, black people had to wear church shoes. And I'm not talking 1956 here. I'm not talking 1970. I'm talking 5 years ago, 6 years ago. You had to wear church shoes to get into the nightclub. But Boston has done a 180-degree flip. And I think that Investfest needs to be held in the city of Boston. There's a lot of black businesses here that would love that infusion. EYL could save so many businesses if we were to have Investfest here, have black people pour in from all over the country. Because black people don't think that black people live in Boston. As you know, y'all know who the fuck I am, right? Ran the reggae industry for 25 years right out here in Boston. Boston is the #1 reggae market in the world. It's bigger than Jamaica. Boston is the biggest hip hop capital in the world, the biggest hip hop industry in the world, bigger than New York, bigger than LA, bigger than Atlanta. And why is that? Because Boston is the only state in the United States that can cross-pollinate culture. Atlanta can't do it. Miami can't do it. LA can't do it. There's nationalities of people that live in Massachusetts that doesn't live anywhere else in the world. We're able to cross-pollinate cultures here from the vast majority of college campuses. Every 3 feet, there's a university here. We have hospitals. We have people coming in. This is a major highway. Boston is a major highway. You have traveling nurses, traveling doctors, you have researchers, you have everybody coming in all over the place. China coming to Boston and be like, fuck, there's a huge reggae market here. There's a huge soca market here. This is what I'm going to do. And I think this is very, very, very important. I will. So the brothers at EYL said they want us to do a video on why we should come to your city. I will do that video, and I will post it on. We'll see what's going on in the Chizzy, man. See if anybody's chimed in. This is gonna be real quick tonight. Are you saying Boston is better for black people? Are you trying to say that Boston don't have many black options? Your chat have delayed. My brother. Yes, I'm saying that. For some reason, Jimmy Shoes TV, welcome to the chat, man. Yeah, this is going to be real quick, Shoes, because, you know, man, I want to get on that Call of Duty tonight. Are you saying Boston is better for black people? I believe out of all the 50 states in this country, Boston is the best place for black people because the shift is happening. We have BECMA. We have Boston While Black. We have Spark FM. We're beginning to generate media companies. We have ESN. We have Jimmy Shoes TV. There's a lot of culture that's here, but for some reason, Boston gets overlooked. Yeah, Boston. When you think of Boston, when you think of the United States, you always just feel that New York City is the hub. How is that? People in Boston think New York City is the hub. There you go. Yeah, you have family there, but they're from Puerto Rico. Again, it's we have Dominicans, we have Puerto Ricans. We have a very, 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 very vibrant culture. Yeah, Shoes. It's overlooked. We have a strong Dominican. We have great diversity here. Black Americans, Haitians, Jamaicans, Trinis, Puerto Ricans, Cape Verdes, Dominicans, Cubans, Greek, Irish, Italian. Like it's a bigger melting pot than New York City. We have people from other countries that come here that don't go to anywhere else in the country. Listen, man, I did reggae for 25 years. And BobbyShakes.com was the fucking biggest reggae website in the world. Bar none. In the world. We controlled the reggae industry out of my aunt's basement for like 20 fucking years. Yes, New York gets all the big shows. New York get this. New York gets that. But when we talk about pushing the culture, it's here. When you talk about hip hop, the Source magazine, it was street niggas from Boston that was pushing the hip hop culture. What are you talking about? What is everybody talking about? I don't understand that. We were breaking records in the city of Boston without a radio station. Let me say that again for those that can't even comprehend what I just said. All your favorite rappers, their music was broke here first, and then it traveled out. .9 Emerson Radio cross-pollinated hip-hop and reggae globally. New York can't do that. LA can't do that. Miami can't do that. Chicago can't do that. And again, I'm not saying this because I'm a Bostonian. I'm not a Bostonian. I just respect the talent, the level of education that resides here, and everybody just overlooks that shit. I mean, hip hop right now is just not it. Yeah, you may have your opinion, Jean Blue, on hip hop. You might be right. Yeah, hip hop has changed. It's changed a little bit. I mean, it's not the same. I mean, the culture is a culture still progressing. But Boston needs Investfest really bad. DC, Atlanta, Miami, LA, those places, New York City, those places don't need Investfest. They don't. They have their core black strong demographics. Boston has a very fragmented black culture here. But I know for a fact, if EYL comes to Boston and you fuck with Bobby Shakes, because I'm the only dude, I get along with everybody in the city. And I guarantee you, y'all be treated as fucking royalty here. I hear the culture that uses music to name drop death. Yeah, I mean, hey, listen, man. This is not about hip hop, Gene Blue, but I could definitely, let me see here. I'm really talking about Investfest. Really don't want to get into the culture of hip hop. But I agree with you 100%. The culture that used music to name drop death people in songs and make gang wars because of that type of music. Gene Blue, it goes a lot deeper than that. If you look, I really wanted to discuss Boston and why it's such a great city, but because you're in the chat, you have to follow the history of hip hop before you make that decision. If you go back to the early 80s, hip hop was a brand of music to promote black excellence. Right? You got to understand, I'm 50 years old. Right? So I've been through hip hop in the 80s, 90s, 2000s. Right? The powers that be want hip hop to be destructive, to fuck with black people. And that's just it. It's destroying black people. And that's a topic for black people to wake up and understand that. That's why I said when I opened up that hip hop is not black culture. It's just not. These brothers here is the replacement for black culture. Chasing that high, what we talk about here, should be the replace for black. This is black culture, black excellence, right? Like growing up back in the day, black men wore suits and ties, right? Not Air Force Ones and saggy fucking jeans off your ass. I wouldn't say that African Americans have destroyed the black people's image. I would think that it's the powers that be that influence African Americans have destroyed black people's image. And has it and you got to understand that everything happens for a reason. I'm not making excuses for the young African Americans in America, but there's a reason why Common Sense is not a big artist and people like fucking 21 Savage with tattoos on his face is. right? There's a reason why popular, conscious thinking black music is not promoted in the media, but fucking Cardi B talking about popping pussy. There's a reason for that. And then once you're signed to those deals, then you have no choice but to release that type of music because that's just the industry. And I do agree with you. African Americans have destroyed the black people's image. I agree with you 100%. And that is why, see, God works, man. God just works. I could really like ill on Gene, but I look at Gene Blue as an angel from God to prove my point why we need EYL in the city of Boston. Because now we need to fix that issue. And I think financial planning, building family wealth, personal finance, option trading, consumer law, business funding, self-publishing a book, NACA program, out-of-state investing. I think if EYL could come here and start to educate the black people here on what really it is to do to get to wealth, right? This is perfect. I couldn't ask for a better podcast. I couldn't ask for a better one. I have one person from Kick that has never, I usually stream on Kick and I usually get like one or two people. And tonight, I have Gene Blue that says African Americans have destroyed the black people's image. And this is why we need EYL so bad in Massachusetts, in a state where the violence is out of control, where there's not that many positive black OGs and business people. But we're here. There's a lot of us here. And this is why EYL has to do Investfest in Massachusetts. And I guarantee you be treated like y'all be treated like kings in this motherfucker. Y'all be treated like kings, bro. I have you on all the radio stations, all the TV shows, all the restaurants. Y'all wouldn't have to, y'all, no state in America would treat y'all like kings. Hawaii cat. You just got to come fuck with Bobby Shakes. I used to listen to that type of music and I used to like the beef and that stuff. But I woke up and now I'm becoming part of that culture. Now I listen to other stuff. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you, Gene Blue. I agree with you 100%. It's bad. You also got to understand the beefs are all fucking prefabricated to make money. Like it's like the WWE. It's fucking fake. I did 25 years in the music industry. That's how they sell magazines. That's how they sell records. Yo, Teffy, what's going on, baby? What's going on, Teffy? Yo, Teffy, man, what's going on, man? Yeah, man, I'm just talking about Boston, man. I think Boston is moving in a great direction. And I think it's time that Boston gets put on, Teff. Like, for real, bro. Like, fuck New York. Fuck DC. Fuck Atlanta. Fuck Miami. Fuck Chicago. Fuck LA. And I'm not saying it to anybody in New York that knows me, because y'all know that I pop in New York. I pop in Miami. I pop in LA. Y'all know that. Y'all know that. But it is time for Boston to finally get some respect. We don't get the book tours. A lot of the big hip hop tours pass us over. A lot of the things like this, like Investfest, passes us over. You can't. We're a major fucking city, man. with a strong, educated, small, but good black population here. Come on, man. MIT, Harvard. Name a movie boss not mentioned. Come on, man. What are you saying? What are you saying, Teffy, man? What do you actually say, man? What you saying, bro? I feel you. But African Americans are so stupid that they want to continue this culture of hood and killing. That really pisses me off every time I think about. Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's fucking crazy. It's crazy. Ah, this is why we need Investfest here. This is why this needs to be the new culture. EYL. This is what we're trying to do, Jean Blue. This is what I'm trying to do. Trying to change the culture. This is what this podcast is about. It's gone on way too long. This is what I'm talking about. It's time for a change. And it's time for Boston to be accepted. It's time, man. We're overlooked. It's time. It's time. There's a lot of black people here, man. It's not just some Irish city. A lot of history here. People don't even understand that this country started here. Crispus Attucks in Lexington, down the street from where I'm recording this right now. Where I'm recording this podcast right now. Just a couple of miles down the road is where Crispus Attucks said to the English people, like, yo, fuck you, I'm not paying you taxes. And they gunned them down just down the road. This is it. Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Obama. Come on, man. Investfest needs to be in Boston, man. Just needs to be in Boston. All right, man, that's it. This podcast went way too long. Yo, Jean Blue, man, give us a follow, man. And I love your output, man. When I go live, when we go live, man, I'd love for you to come on and fuck with us and rock with us. Yo, Jean Blue, where you from, by the way? I'm following, but nothing happened. Oh, you are following? Yeah, sometimes we on, sometimes we try to go. We try to go. I'm from Puerto Rico. Okay. Well, thank you for the follow. Yo, Jean Blue was passionate tonight. That's the passion we need from everybody, yo. Like, fuck this gangster shit. Like, for real. That's the type of energy that's what we need, man. We need everybody to feel this way. But African Americans are so stupid that they want to continue this culture of hood and killing that really piss me off every time I think of it. That's the type of energy we need, man. That's the type of energy we need. Yo, Jean Blue, thank you so much for coming through. DM me your address, man. We'll send you a fucking Bobby Shakes t-shirt. No bullshit. Send you a free t-shirt, man. And I want you to become part of this community because I like your energy. I like that positive energy. And we're going to work to end that. I got to go on this Call of Duty. I just had to get that off my mind. I know we talked about crypto real quickly. To recap again. Yo, listen, man. Spend your weed money on crypto. All right. TikTok. We all know why they want to ban TikTok. Just follow the fucking money. And EYL, I will be making a short video and posting on the Instagram and tagging them like, yo, Boston's got to be it. I always look at them like, bro, who wants to be a gangster in 20? I know. I did a podcast about this yesterday. About being a gangster. Like, why the fuck? Like, if you have to sell weed in 2024 to make money, you're fucked up. All right, man. I'm about to go on this Call of Duty. Jean Blue. I'll be back on the Call of Duty. Yo, Shoes, Teffy, man. Y'all on? Damn, it's 11 o'clock. I gotta go. I gotta play some Call of Duty. Love y'all, man.